He didn't run for office the traditional way. Didn't need to. While politicians kissed babies and shook hands, he was building rockets, and algorithms. The world was watching him. But no one realized he was watching the world back. Not with cameras, but with data. By the time they noticed, he had already formed his own party. The Nova Initiative. No left, just forward. The message was simple. Old systems collapse. Build new ones. And people believed him. Millions. Not because they trusted politicians, but because they had stopped trusting anything else. First came the clean energy grid, then the Neuralink, then universal basic income powered by Mars coin. And finally, the vote. He didn't just win. He redesigned what winning meant. Asterisk, they thought the future would come with flying cars. It came with silence, not an explosion, not a revolution. Just ... code. Quiet lines of code. Written by a man who never waited for permission. That's how it started. Asterisk, he wasn't always a threat, in fact. For years, Elon Musk was the internet's favorite billionaire. He was awkward, funny, smart. He smoked weed on a podcast, launched cars into space, tweeted memes. But what the world didn't see, or didn't want to, was the pattern. Every time a new system failed, he built a replacement. Banks, he gave. Us PayPal, cars, he gave us Tesla, energy, Solar City, space, satellites, Starlink, money, Dogecoin, then Marscoin, human cognition. Neuralink. At first, it all seemed disconnected, ambitious. Yes, but disconnected. Until one day, someone connected the dots. Her name was Sarah Vance, a junior analyst at the Department of Homeland Security. She had been tasked with identifying patterns in foreign influence campaigns, but what she found was something else, something domestic, something ... algorithmic. It wasn't just influence, it was infrastructure. He wasn't trying to disrupt systems, he was replacing them. Quietly, efficiently, and people were thanking him for it. Excerpt from her leaked memo, 2028 *, the memo was buried. 2 weeks later, Sarah Vance was reassigned to wildlife trafficking. But by then, it was already too late. Because somewhere in Nevada, in a data center that didn't exist on any map, the first digital convention of the Nova Initiative was held. No physical banners, no stadiums. No handshakes, just a live stream 4K quality, zero lag delivered by Starlink to over 180 countries. This is not a political movement, this is a systems upgrade. Elon Musk. Nova Initiative launch, July 2029. He didn't call it a party, he called it a patch, as if democracy itself was buggy, software in need of fixing, and the pitch. Brilliant, terrifying, simple. The left blames the right blames the left. And while they argue, ... the code crashes. So I built new code. Same speech, same deadpan delivery. He didn't yell, didn't inspire crowds. He debugged civilization. Asterisk, in 6 months, 42 million people signed up. By year's end, that number hit 200 million. The Nova app became the world's fastest downloaded platform, part social network, part financial hub, part governance simulator. You didn't vote. You input preferences. You didn't donate. You staked crypto. You didn't protest. You flagged bugs in the social operating system. People weren't citizens anymore. They were beta testers. I stopped thinking of Elon as a politician. He was more like a god-level product manager. Former Apple executive, anonymous meanwhile. Traditional parties were collapsing. No one wanted to attend town halls when they could. Run governance simulations in VR? Why argue with pundits when Nova AI gave you your own personal ideology? Optimized in real time? In 2032, the Nova Party didn't win the US election. They made it obsolete. Asterisk, at first, the Pentagon dismissed it all. Just another app. Let him play SimCity. But then came the walkouts. Thousands of engineers, scientists, analysts, even soldiers began to resign from government positions, not to disappear, to reappear at Nova facilities across the world. unregulated campuses, self-sustaining compounds, high-speed tunnels connecting major cities, funded, built, and guarded by Musk's private networks. The president called it corporate overreach. Elon called it inevitable. Architecture, and then the grid failed. January 2033, a cyber attack blamed on a foreign adversary knocked out 60% of the U.S. power. Grid, Nova's solar-backed, battery-powered communities. Still online, still connected, still glowing. We didn't hack anything. We just weren't broken like they were. Nova public statement for many. That was the final straw. Asterisk in March 2033. The United Nations convened an emergency session. They called Musk to testify. He didn't show up. He sent a hologram. You ask who gave me authority? I ask who gave you the results? He ended the broadcast with a countdown. 1,000 days until the full launch of Project Exodus, the colonization of Mars under Nova rule. But colonization was a smokescreen, while the media focused on rockets and red dust. Musk launched something else. Earth OSV 1.0a, decentralized AI-managed, token-driven model of civilization voting. Commerce, healthcare, infrastructure, all governed by self-correcting systems built on blockchain and machine learning. Human error? Removed. Human politics? Archived. Human rights? Rewritten by 2034, 61% of Earth's population lived under Nova systems, and the rest. They called it digital fascism, but Musk didn't need them to agree. He just needed them to log in. Asterisk, they didn't hear tanks. They didn't see armies. They just woke up one day and realized ... they didn't have to vote anymore. The world didn't end with a bang. It ended with an update. And the man they once called crazy. He didn't take over the world. He just waited for the world to crash. He rebooted it. Asterisk, disclaimer. This story is a work of fiction. It is not based on real events or intentions of any individual, including Elon Musk. The content is created purely for entertainment and creative speculation. Any resemblance to real persons, living or dead, is entirely coincidental. This video does not aim to promote misinformation or defame any individual.